Rewarded for the lands that we chose to keep and play in this order. We should win this on the play with a turn 3 and taking very little damage here. So in this spot, the card that kind of matters would be a turn 2 Eidolon. So we could either choose to hold up this to bounce it, or we could ice the mountain. And if he has a bolt, if he plays like another Goblin Guide, I think holding mana up is going to probably yield a better result here. So let's do that. Okay, so we're not going to react here, because if he's casts an Eidolon post-combat, we're going to really wish... Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, there's no... I mean, famous last words, right? I was about to say there's no way we're losing this one. But feeling pretty good. Okay, so opponent does nothing. No, or, well, nothing relevant. Do we want to spend our mana here? Drawing a force, which is super nice. This doesn't really matter anymore. I think, I mean, I could kill it, but I'm going to have, obviously, blockers. I think we just take a turn here. I think we'll just hold this. Alright. So our land base has done a whopping 1 damage to us this game, which is just fantastic. So we're going to hold this for like a Lightning Helix or a Boros Charm. Put this in play, never really plan on cracking it. I mean, we could obviously, we're at 9. We can lose from this spot, which stinks. It depends on how many 1-mana spells my opponent has, I believe. So let's just attack all, cast Violent Outburst, and see what my opponent has. Alright, if they have 2 1-mana spells, we have a Force. Opponent needs like 3rd land and 3 1-mana spells here. So, do we want to force this? Trying to think. I mean, if he goes land, 1-mana spell, 1-mana spell, there's nothing I can do about it anyway. I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to force this one and just see what happens. Think we're good unless he has exactly... Yeah, okay. Yep, that's how you beat Burn. We were lucky to be on the play for sure. Alright, so their big sideboard card is Rolling Vortex or Roiling Vortex, whatever the heck it's called. And Force is pretty bad against that. This is an answer to a turn 2 Eidolon, but we already have a boatload. We have 12 answers to turn 2 Eidolon. And this is surprisingly pretty good, right? All you really need to do is, assuming you cascade on 3, if you counter 1 burn spell, unless they just have the nut with, 6 1-mana burn spells, 2 lands or whatever it may be, you're never beating the nut, right, out of any deck, out of any reasonable modern deck. So if they don't have the nut, this is actually super clutch, right? You usually live the game at like 2 life or something and be attacking for lethal. So we're just gonna play the same 60. So this hand's kind of a bummer. We do have Cascade on 3, which is crucial. We don't have 3rd land, and this is basically a mulligan to 5 in this spot. There are some matchups, like against Thoughtseize decks, where suspending Footfalls on 1 is like a legit strategy. This is not the matchup where that it's going to matter at all. So these are actually very bad here. We're gonna mulligan. Answers to Eidolon, plenty of lands, no Cascader, which is very sad. You'd like have to Cascade on. Oh, geez, opponent mulligan to 5. Yeah. Mulligan to 5. You can consider this hand, maybe. I think we're dig. Cascading on 3 is just usually important. Usually very important in the burn matchup. Even with the OP mulliganing. You just want to kill them, ASAP, right? This hand is a little tempting. 8 Cascade spells. It's just such a disaster if we don't Cascade right away. Dang. On 5, I think we keep and just hope to get lucky here. Not tickled pink about it, but... Are we actually kind of on 4? Am I going to use this? I want to keep these. Keep. Could put that back. This is pain-free. I like that. So, kind of a strange spot. I have to put 2 of these cards back. So then do I put something under this? Because then I would need to draw a land and a Cascade spell. Maybe I just put... Oh, this is pain-free. Maybe I put Foothills back here. No, because then I don't have red. That's pretty bad. So we could put... Turn 1, fetch the Triome. Put this into play, and then this into play. And just hope to hit a Cascade spell. Alright, I think that's what we're going to do here. If I had a Cascade... Alright, OP's on 5. Let's just keep. We'll put this back. We're going to put... I think we're going to put Breeding Pool back. I mean, OP's on 5. Do I actually put this in play and put this under it and just hope to hit a Cascade spell in the first 2 draw steps? So that would be like, that would basically be game over for my opponent. I think I kind of talked myself into it a little bit. Alright, so let's put... If we hit on turn 3, we can fetch in Forest, which is slightly less painful. Yeah, okay, so we'll put this back. Put this into play. Okay, alright. This has the most upside, I guess. If we rip a, yeah, you got it, buddy. If we rip a Cascade spell, we just like win the game on the spot. That is not a very good draw. Not surprising. So what I could do is bounce it now and try and get super lucky, or we could kind of like, you know, eat the turn that we draw a Cascade spell, and I think we'll do that. If I don't rip it here, bouncing this is so bad. Okay, let's untap here. Maybe I should have just mulliganed to 4 to a Cascade spell. I take my point of damage here. Not the worst draw in the world, but not a Cascade spell, so. It's not a Boros Charm. I wonder if this is going to be a weird Hall of Storm beatdown game. This is 1 damage a turn. I wonder if I'm supposed to force this. It's not a Boros Charm. I think we let it go. I'm actually just not going to fetch, too. If we really need the mana, we can fetch one of our 2 basics. I mean, this is a potential route to victory. Searing Blaze like should not be in my opponent's deck at this point. This feels kind of odd. Alright, we'll get a forest here because we have to get rid of this. And Violent Outburst, this would be my red source. Okay. Forest. Tap for a red. Keep this one. Probably just eats a bolt, but no, let's find out. Let's see what happens here. Can't really alt cast this or else I lava axe myself. Ooh, okay. Alright, no answer to the Fury, it appears. Probably has like a Boros Charm or something in hand. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, what do we do now? I can't cast it. Because I cannot take a lava axe right now. Does he chump block? Probably not. And then I'm taking maybe just too much. Oh man, that Gemstone Cavern was such a sad land to hit. Such a sad mana source to hit there. If he doesn't chump, he's dead in the following turn. I don't have a blue card to pitch here because I, obviously have to bounce this. could do is attack, cast this, go to 3. That seems terrible against 3 unknowns. This is kind of a tough spot. Opponent's going to be at 16, maybe probably 15. I think we'll leaning toward passing here. I think we're going to pass. Be a shame if I never got to cast this force, but we'll see. Okay, pretty lucky my opponent drew a land here. Alright. Definitely have a shot at winning this one. Let's do this. Do I want to hold this up or just cast this? So he has the 2 mana does nothing card in hand and then 2 unknowns. He hasn't been casting stuff. He has missed a land drop, so it's probably action. It could just be 2 Boros Charms and I'm dead if I don't hold this up. Let's just attack and cast Violent Outburst. The longer this game drags on, the more burn spells my opponent draws, so. Went to pay a cost there. I wonder if he has a bolt or something. So no blocks. So he would go to 10. I feel like it just has like 2 Boros Charms and I'm just gonna die. Heck it. I almost want him to spend a bolt on this. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Oof. Oh, what a dumb way to lose. This card is... well, good job. GGOP. I wonder if I would only taken 4 here. I probably shouldn't have conceded, actually. The next time, a source of your choice. Ah, well. I wonder how that works with double strike. I kind of wish I hadn't conceded now. Alright, you usually take 1 gemstone out on the play, but it is a pain-free mana. And none of these cards are like, you know, screaming for me to put them in, so. I could put a force in for like an Eidolon. Yeah, let's do that. What the heck. Alright, turn 3 Cascade. Followed up with a cancel. If we hit a red card, we can deal with an Eidolon. So this is a keep on 7 for sure. I have no green mana, so we're going to fetch turn 1. Maybe I should put Steam Vents into play tapped, and then and then I can just fetch out a forest, actually. I think I like that better. Because there are situations where on 4 I'll want to do this for the ability, instead of using it as a pain-free mana. Yeah, let's go Steam Vents tapped here. Because there's no 2 mana spell where I would want green mana for. I was really hoping for a red card there. Alright, hopefully no vortex, because I have no recourse for that at the moment. If he goes vortex, I go down to 18, 16, and then I lava. So I'll lava axe myself down to, yeah, I can't do anything here, right? Yeah. Down to 11. Yeah, this might be the one time where this is good. I think this card's pretty bad, but kind of getting me here. Definitely don't want to alt cast this anymore. All right, this is like a no-brainer play. See if he walks his Swift Spear into my 4/4. We have a pretty good shot. I really hope he attacks here. Because we'll resolve this and then counter. Presumably we'll counter 2 of the burn spells, so see what happens here. I could wait. Nah, waiting to bounce this seems so bad. Okay, really hope he attacks. Really hope my opponent attacks here. Okay. Sometimes you get your wish granted. So we're going to go to 9 and take 1 a turn, but I think these disputes are going to make the difference here. Let's see if I'm right in that aspect. Oh, if he has a path, that's a shame. That's actually quite good. He should have done that before he blocked. Yeah, the path might actually come in clutch there. I think this card's pretty silly too, but alright, let's kill this while we can. I don't have double red. Oh, that's too. Oh man, dang. Punish for waiting on the fetch. I mean, how was I supposed to know, right? Path to exile. That's a shame. All right, let's kill this because I'm not gonna have a blocker. Kill it before he can. And do I put this in play? No, because this will let me bounce this later to save a point of damage. I think playing this as a land would be, I think that would be a mistake at this point. Let's attack. And then we have a counter spell up, which is nice. Countering like literal anything here. Yeah, we're gonna counter that, right? It's funny, it kind of, there's a lot of scenarios where this is actually bad for the burn opponent. I don't think this is one of those scenarios. I wish he had cast like anything else though. I'd rather counter like a lava spike here. Man, if I draw a red source, I don't have any pain-free red sources though. I think we just take this opportunity to get this thing out of here. Use our mana up. This one, maybe I'm supposed to let this one resolve. Go to 7, and I gotta go to 6 if I crack this. I hate that. Do not like that. This is an interesting little spot here. Actually, what I could do is bounce this, and then be at 7. Tap out for this. hard for him to deal 7. I think I'm going to do that. Go to 7 here and then have dispute up. All right, let's get rid of this. We'll get double green, double red. Actually, we'll just get the trinome, yeah. I could just evoke a Fury now. I could actually put this into play and then next turn. There's actually like options and things to think about here. One of his cards is kind of a dud, and then if he has 2 1-mana burn spells, I mean, is he really going to invest 2 mana into? I don't know. I could Bezashi this and hold up dispute. Although giving him the land kind of is kind of working against myself somewhat. I think what I'll do, I think I'm going to play this. I'm going to actually put this into play, so if I draw a 7th land, if he has a way to deal with this, we present lethal next turn anyway. Yeah, I think I like that. So we'll play that. Let's cast this. Kill your guy. Now a haste creature doesn't do very much. Let's see if he has a bolt here. Okay, I guess we win, if that is cool. Yeah, I mean, obviously tanked way more than my opponent did. But every tiny decision matters in this matchup, so as annoying as it is, and I do hate to be the slow player, I'm not, you know, I always feel kind of like a jerk when my clock looks like that, because I know it's annoying to be the guy with 20 minutes on your clock and your opponent has 5 minutes left, but you know, I definitely could have played a little faster, but every tiny decision matters when you're playing against the Burn deck. Burn is strong, but if you calculate your outs and whatnot, this is really the kind of match to, in my opinion, you know, take your time. Again, might be a little annoying. Sorry, OP. But yeah, all right, that's it.